Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody, one and all. It is another podcast. It's the final podcast before the Easter long weekend. A happy Easter long weekend to you, Luce.
Happy Easter long weekend to you.
And a happy Easter long weekend to you, Casey.
Happy Easter long weekend to you all.
Well done, everybody. We've gotten to the end of the short week before we get into Good Friday tomorrow. If you like Easter, if you love the Easter theme, listen to the entirety of the podcast. A special Easter message and song from Mr. Michael Paynter from today's show, which is enjoyable.
Was the Australian radio premiere of Gethsemane, which he just dropped from Jesus Christ Superstar. People were like, we have goosebumps listening to it. I'm like, of course. We've got permission to play it here. But it is amazing. Go support the guy. Download it. Stream it, buy it. He's a Melbourne Aussie artist, and so whenever we can support local musos, we should.
Yeah.
And this is one great way you can do it. I actually messaged my mum about it, and Mum's like, "I've already bought it." Oh, she's the biggest Michael Paynter fan. I said, "Good job, Janice."
Well done, Janice. Well done, everybody involved. Speaking of well done, everybody involved, spoilers, we are recording this podcast moments after the successful launch of Artemis II off the launch pad out there at Cape Canaveral.
Oh my gosh, the first mission to the moon in 53 years. So in our lifetime, Case, and Kel, actually, because you're not even 50 yet, this hasn't happened, which is amazing.
And I think, Casey, I can safely say that we have never seen Lucy more invested in anything in her life.
I know, except the birds that sit on the windowsill.
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
There's the baby falcons. There's the falcons in the city.
Oh, the live streaming of the baby birds in Collins Street Falcons. I was obsessed with those. You're right. I'm obsessed with live streams. I waited for those birds to fledge and start flying, and I watched it in real time, and I was very excited.
And you learned all about them. And the same thing is happening for this launch. Yep. Lucy is doing a deep dive. She has now become our official correspondent for the next 10 days.
I found out so much about the Artemis capsule. It's the size of 2 SUVs. To sleep, they string up sleeping bags along the walls, and they all sleep for 8 hours exactly all together at the same time. There's even a toilet on board with a little door, so for privacy.
This is all the stuff you need to know about the Artemis II mission to the dark side of the moon.
They also had food made for them for their own specific tastes, and they did taste testing, so they'll all have their own individual meals.
That's crazy.
And my favourite interaction so far is 30 seconds after the rocket launched into orbit, Casey walked into the studio and said, "Did they make it there yet?"
We said,
"Are they in the moon yet?"
No.
Have they arrived?
Wow.
So there you go.
Do you know how long it's going to take them to get to the moon?
Well, it's a 10-day round trip, so I'm assuming...
5 days there, 5 days back.
Well, I assume a couple of days, and then a couple of days to get around the moon, and then a couple of days back. That makes most logical sense.
Oh, you are the expert, so
well, that's true.
Why?
That's true. What are they going to see on the dark side of the moon?
The most important question that we did ask on the show today is what happens when you need to go to the toilet? That was your most pressing fear.
Yeah,
if you were an astronaut, where would you go to the toilet?
Yeah.
And you found out.
I found out. They've got, and I also read there's all these like fail safes. So if the toilet stops working, they do this. If that stops working, they do that. Eventually gets down to what I read between the lines is literally just like a Ziploc bag, and you just zip it up and then we bring it back to Earth.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Well, there's all these fail
Why
safes.
wouldn't you just wee out there?
Yeah.
But you can't just wee out into space.
Who cares? It's never going to come back down.
That's a fail safe. It does push the wee into space, but if that stops working, what do? So they've got to have like 3 different fail safes.
Okay.
This has become my favourite podcast. Just Lucy and Casey talking about the problems you might face travelling into space. Yeah. This is my favourite podcast right now. Why wouldn't you just wee out there?
You can't open a window case.
Just imagine
and
like,
be like,
ooh, and then
it's not like they're road tripping to Wangaratta and they've got a bottle in the car. It's not how it works.
How big do you think space is, Casey?
It keeps ever expanding.
Who knows?
It
goes
ever
forever.
expands. Let your brain wrap around that. I can't
crazy.
even get it. It's ever expanding. Why? How? And to what end?
Yeah.
No end, because there's no end. Anyway, I'm so involved in this now. I love it's the first woman. I love everything about it. I hope they come back. I'm praying they come back safe. I'm sure they will. It'll be fantastic. And then there's more missions planned, which is even more exciting.
Well, they're going to build a base on the moon.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're sending a rover there as well. They're going to send another. Well, this is the
exactly. What
the
is
first
the
one? Then they're going to build a base. Then they're going to send a rover. The rover was made in Australia. Aussie. So there you go. It's exciting. I'm really into it.
We can
It's
tell.
important. This is an important part of human history. If we want to one day live like Star Trek on big starships and visit Vulcan and the Klingons,
Wow.
then it starts now with rockets to the moon.
Yeah.
What will they find on the dark side of the moon?
Oh, everyone's dark secrets.
Well, if you've seen,
Where everyone's dark secrets go. Okay.
We all know.
Cool.
I don't think they're going to find much.
Okay.
I wish it was Project Hail Mary.
I know,
and I wish
mate.
they found Rocky. Amaze. I'd be so cute. That's just not going to happen.
It was cute. Well, thank you for the update. I think by the time we get back from our break
They
across
will
the
be
Easter,
back, I
they will be
wonder.
either coming back or have arrived. So we'll give you a part 2 of Lucy's in-depth, insightful, knowledgeable breakdown of what's going on with the space mission, Artemis II,
Yeah.
around the dark side of the moon.
April 10 is when they're meant to be back, so we will still be on holidays.
All right. Well, you'll have the wrap-up in our first podcast back. How about that?
I will be so excited.
And you'll be excited continuously for the next 10 days. Speaking of excited, I don't know if she's excited about this anymore. We're about to find out. It's time for...
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
I mean, it pales in comparison to what's going on now, Luce? Are these footy tips important to you?
Not really, no.
Not really. Oh,
no, but I've
that's a
got
shame.
I've got some ideas.
All right. So
okay.
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips on a Thursday, opening of the round. Lucy will give you all the tips for the weekend, and she'll give you the ridiculous reasons as to why she is picking those teams. On the show this morning, she's already gotten tonight's game out the way, Brisbane Lions versus Collingwood. She said, when desperate, the Lion will devour winged animals.
Gosh.
And she believes that means that the Brisbane Lions will beat Collingwood because of what transpires out on the Serengeti.
Yeah.
That's the first tip underway. I think everyone's tipping Brisbane.
Yeah.
Look at Kate. Look how interested Casey
Casey's
is.
just yawning in our faces, and I love that for her. I love it for
Casey
her.
is yawning like a person who's smashing you in footy tips because
Yeah.
at the moment you are dead last.
I know. And I don't understand because I am sort of going for the favourites. So what's going on with that?
Well,
Because
let's
the other
go.
people are wrong. They fooled you.
Yeah, maybe Casey and I know a thing or two about football. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Friday night.
Okay, Friday
North
night.
Melbourne
Yeah.
versus Carlton.
North, because where did the Artemis spaceship go? North.
Ah.
Did it?
Is it north? Are
Well,
you
straight up into the sky.
sure?
Is that
doesn't mean
north?
it's north.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying, guys. It's the idea. It's the vibe.
All right.
North is up, and the Artemis spaceship went up.
Great. North is up, and that's where the spaceship is. So North Melbourne to beat Carlton on Friday. Adelaide versus Fremantle, the second game on Friday. Down there, I believe, at Adelaide Oval, Liz.
Crows fly up. Artemis spaceship went straight up.
Okay. Bit of a theme starting here, Casey. So Adelaide Crows to beat Freo at home. On Saturday, the Mighty Tigers versus Port Adelaide.
I was like, well, did the Artemis ship leave from a port? No, it left from Cape Canaveral, but Port Adelaide sounds close enough to Cape Canaveral, more so than Richmond. And so,
You're suggesting you're going to tip Port Adelaide
yeah.
based on the fact that if we were to launch a rocket into the atmosphere, we'd launch it from Port Adelaide and not Punt Road.
Well, when they, yeah. And
Okay.
when they land, they'll land in the ocean, and then a ship from a port will have to go pick them up.
Gotcha.
Hence Port Adelaide.
Genius.
Makes sense. When
Thank
it makes
you.
sense, it makes sense. West Coast Eagles versus the Sydney Swans.
Tricky.
Both animals.
Both birds. Both birds.
True.
Both birds. And so I think
Do you
because
see a swan fly all that much?
Say, do they
No.
even fly?
you don't.
It gives flamingo. So.
It does give.
Gives flamingo.
Swans do give flamingo.
But I will say
I'm going
this.
to write that one down. as well.
I will say this though, guys. If I'm going, do I go eagles or swans? The thing is, Sydney Swans is red and white, and the NASA logo is red and white. So I'm going to go for the Sydney Swans because of NASA, because
Sounds-
of Artemis.
Sounds pretty sensible to me. Melbourne versus the Gold Coast Suns.
Easy. They're flying to the moon. They're going to look at the sun sometime and wave. So let's go for the Suns.
All right, I like how this is all going.
Yep.
Western Bulldogs versus the Bombers, the poor Essendon Bombers.
I don't want to tip Essendon. They are not doing well. No one is tipping them. It's like odds of winning are $21.
That's too strategic. This is ridiculous footy tipping, babe.
Yeah.
I know.
That's too
Give us a
strategic.
ridiculous reason why you're
Okay.
not tipping Essendon.
Well, all right, fine. Well, the reason I'm not doing Essendon is because in previous space missions, they have sent monkeys and they have sent dogs to space.
Yes, right.
So I'm going to tip the bulldogs because dogs have gone to space.
Oh, good.
Oh, I didn't know where that was going.
No, that's as ridiculous as it gets. And finally, Lucy's Mighty Hawks
Yeah.
versus the Geelong Pussycats.
Well, again, you know, I've said it once, I've said it twice. It's a sign. It's about the ship going up. It's about birds going up. It has to be the Hawks. A cat has never gone to space.
So I think you've tipped everything that can fly.
Everything that can fly.
And therein lies the genius of...
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
Still very much last on the ladder.
Correct.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Checked out what our Prime Minister had to say at 7 o'clock around the country on TV, on radio, here on The Light. Not going to lie, I like a good announcement. I work
like
in...
an official
I like an official announcement.
prime ministerial announcement?
Everyone rushed to the TV at 7. Oh, what's happening? I love it. I love a bit of the drums. Obviously, it wasn't the world's biggest announcement. I feel like... No, I'm going to defend him. I feel like, though, he did need to say something, right?
Yeah,
and I
there's
have no
nothing-
issue with the Prime Minister saying something to the nation, just
There's-
saying, let's come together. It's going to be a tricky few weeks. Because then in a
Look,
few weeks, he might come back and go, okay, this is the next step. I'm okay with steps.
We are not a politically affiliated breakfast show. We are very beige when it comes to our politics here on the air. And we're not having a go. I'm just saying, you're right. It was something that we already knew. He
But
could have gone on to say the sky is also blue, the grass is green.
it doesn't matter.
And that's fine.
He's allowed to make a speech.
I reckon if you're the Prime Minister and you've got that power, you could pretty much come on and say what you like. You're the Prime Minister.
I said when I saw it, I said it was very positive and hope-filled, and he was saying, as Australians, let's come together, let's look after each other, let's be kind, have a great Easter. I had no issue with it. I'm all about positivity. I'd much rather that than the fear-mongering or a leader who's like, we're going to war. Like, that's not what you want.
There's a lot of uncertainty in what's going on around the world at the moment, and I agree. I think last night was the last opportunity the Prime Minister had to get everyone together before they do go about the business
Totally.
of the Easter long
Just
weekend.
a family
2
meeting.
weeks of school holidays.
Family
No one's
meeting.
going to be paying attention over the
No.
next couple of weeks.
That's right. So I got to listen to it, and obviously one of the things that stuck out was he just encouraged people, if you can take public transport, do take public transport.
Here's a bit of the speech from last night.
You should go about your business and your life as normal. Enjoy your Easter. And if you're hitting the road, don't take more fuel than you need. Just fill up like you normally would. And over coming weeks, if you can switch to catching the train or bus or tram to work, do so. That builds our reserves and it saves fuel for people who have no choice but to drive. Farmers and miners and tradies who need diesel every single day. And all those shift workers and nurses who do so much for our country.
There are your options. If you can, switch out to the train or the bus or the tram. If possible, out of those three, which would you rather switch to?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a tram guy.
I like a tram.
I like a tram.
I like a tram.
I do. I don't know what it is.
I
about-
like the tram in the city that is like a restaurant.
Is that still working? Is that still... Because it goes around in a circle, doesn't
I've
it?
never been on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that, if I was going to do a tram, I'd do the nice dining tram.
There's a dining tram. I think this is the free tram that goes around in a circle.
No, they're all free in the city centre. In fact, everything's free now, isn't it, at the moment?
Now it is.
All public transport's
So you're
free at
saying the
moment.
trams were free beforehand?
Yeah, in the city.
Amazing.
Yeah, there was not always, and it came in over the years, and then it was always free within the city, so you could get anywhere in the city for free. That was great.
So to go tram...
That's when they changed all the roads to make there's less cars, and so because they didn't want cars in the city, they made the trams free in the city to compensate.
All right, so Lucy and Kel's top three, it would be tram at number one.
Yeah,
I'm thinking train number two
yeah.
and bus at
Number three.
Number three.
I wonder. This is what I want to know this morning. First of all, I want to know if people are in a position where they could take public transport. I can't because we are up so early. There is no public transport available for us to get here that early.
Well, to get us here on time.
Yeah. Oh, well, if we want to start late, we can have that conversation.
I think the trains and trams are running at about 5 when we're up. But again, you have to factor in how long it's going to take us to get somewhere.
Yeah. Casey.
And it's very cold.
Casey lives a mile away, so that would be a lot of public transport.
Should
That'd
take V-Line.
Yeah, you should take V-Line, and then she'd catch a plane to Avalon,
Yep.
and then a boat.
Yep.
Then she'd get on the Spirit of Tasmania, and she'd get to work a week later.
Probably still be at work before both of us.
There are some people listening who are probably like, "What's the big deal? PT's great, love it, get it, know it, understand it, get the Mikey, get it all."
I'm not saying public transport isn't great.
No.
I'm saying it's an experience.
I'm saying there are people listening who are like, they're like, what's the big deal? Everyone, it's our life. In fact, I used to work in the city prior to working in radio in my 20s, early 20s, I worked for Optus in the city, and I caught public transport in every single day. Did I see some stuff? Yep.
Oh, we all see some stuff.
And this was before we even had smartphones. That's right. We didn't even have a phone to sit on and look at. I was selling Nokia 5110s, right, which were a black grey screen, no games, but Snake. So you took books on the train. You took things to read and do. It was so different. Anyway, that was by the by.
I took public transport for every day of my schooling journey for 5 years straight, and at the end of that 5 years, I vowed never to take public transport again, but I've softened up on that stance.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen on public transport?
I saw a lot of stuff because I was also one of those school kids on the train.
You were the kid?
I was one of the school kids. I'm just going to say that. I was one of the school kids that you saw on a train or a tram. If you've experienced public transport with a school child, I was one of them. I apologise.
I once was on a train, and these boys got on, and then they got off at the next stop, and as they got off and the doors were shutting, they stood on the pavement, and then they egged the carriage as the doors shut, like inside the carriage.
Oh, so the eggs came through into the interior of the cabin.
So they waited till the door started closing. Cool. They egged us, and then they ran off.
That's not cool. I know I'm laughing, but again, it's not cool.
Anyway, my question is nothing related to this. I just want to know.
It's just our experiences on public transport.
I just want to know, what are your best tips for public transport? Have you ever done it? Do you do it? Have you got some tips? What is the tip? B says, all my life I've been taking public transport. My fave pastime is travelling on trains. I don't drive. I won't anytime soon. Her tip is this: always sit near a window, and on the bus, always sit near the buzzer. Brilliant tip.
Big
the little red
too.
button that you've got to press to get off. If you're not near that, what are you going to do?
They've got quality windows too on a train. Big windows.
Beautiful.
Not like your planes, tiny windows. I appreciate the windows on trains.
I do love just looking out. The train line I used to go on to get into the city for work was, I don't even know what it's called now, but I used to catch it from Box Hill. And this is back in my 20s. The Box Hill station's probably changed. But back in those days, you go under Box Hill Shopping Centre, and there was one little kiosk, and I would line up. I'd get 3 dim sims, deep-fried dim sims, and then I'd wait for the train, and I'd get on the train eating my 3 deep-fried dim sims. And then that train line, whatever that one is, it's right on the back of people's houses.
Yeah.
And so the whole train line is you're just looking into people's yards and houses. And I loved that.
Sounds
I was like,
delightful.
look at them. I could see lounge rooms. I could see backyards. It was so interesting. It was so voyeuristic. And I loved that.
I'm glad you had a wonderful time. I spent 5 years travelling on something people like to refer to as the Frankston line. I'll just leave it there.
Grace goes, my piece of advice is download the PTV app. You put in where you're going, where you're from, and it'll give you the fastest route via public transport. Buses, trains and trams. That's amazing. See, I didn't even know that existed.
Look at us go.
Grace,
Look at us learning to use public transport again.
Karen says, when I lived in Melbourne, I used to take the train, and her tip, listen to Lucy and Kel on your phone wherever you're going.
People might be doing that right now on a
Listen
bus
to
or a
us
tram
live,
or a train.
and then in the evening, grab the potty.
Lovely.
Oh, so good. Cassandra goes, my best advice for public transport, don't take it.
Oh,
no,
listen,
Cassandra. She goes, my car is my second home. I can sing to the music, catch up on calls, drink a coffee, or eat without anyone judging me. Yes, but Cassandra...
You do sacrifice a little bit of personal space when you arrive on public transport. But you know what? It's free at the moment, and you can't say that your car's free at the moment.
No, it's free.
Car's one of the more expensive things you can do at the moment.
Exactly right.
Thank you for all your opinions and your thoughts.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
It's another International Day, and I'd like to bring your attention to the fact that I had 2 choices this morning to celebrate International Days. One was International Ferret Day.
No, pass. Hard pass.
And I didn't think Lucy wanted to talk much about ferrets.
I don't mind them.
I feel like I know Lucy's stance on ferrets.
I like them, but I just got no real feels for them.
You like ferrets?
Yeah, I'm fine with them. I like all rodents. I'm a rodent girl, but I just don't have enough energy to be interested in talking about them today.
Okay, so no energy to talk about International Ferret Day. So shout out to all the ferret lovers out there. Have a great day with your ferrets, of course. Today, though, I wanted to explore something that I've never indulged in. It is international, and really it only comes out of one area of the world, but it is International Peanut Butter and Jelly Day, everybody. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which of course we know is I guess every nation, every culture has its cuisine, and I guess peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is the cuisine of the United States of America. Be that in McDonald's. McDonald's, peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
Now, for the longest time growing up, consuming American media as I grew up watching the TV, seeing all the cartoons and all the movies. I just assumed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were exactly that. The Americans had decided to grab actual jelly and put it with peanut butter. And I don't know why as a kid I didn't think, I'm going to try that.
Well,
because it sounds like a great idea when you're 8. Jelly and peanut butter together. Then I found out a little later on, when I became more wise, when I grew up, when I became an adult, I realised they're referencing jam.
Yeah.
Strawberry jam and peanut butter together.
Yeah.
Which, again, I've never tried myself. I've had the option to. Like, I've got jam and peanut butter in the pantry right now.
Yeah.
I've never decided to put it together. That form of alchemy of jam and peanut butter together, I've never decided that, you know what, I want to experience that in my life. But maybe today's the day.
I'll make it for you.
Have you tried it?
No.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like, it's just there. It's a national cuisine of the United States of
And
the
we've never
Americas.
even dabbled.
And we never even bother to try.
Yeah.
Every time somebody from America comes over to Australia, the first thing we do,
Vegemite.
we shove a koala at them and then we give them a bit of Vegemite on toast. And we're like, welcome to Australia.
That's so true.
Now, they can't really access Vegemite over there.
They cannot.
But we can access their national cuisine in our pantry every day of the week.
Right now.
We don't even bother.
This is very true.
So very, very quickly this morning. Oh, very quickly, let's go to Casey. It's a
She would've
ridiculous
never.
It's
She's
a
never.
ridiculous question,
She's
but you
never.
never know. Casey, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Have you ever tried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely
That's
not.
what we thought.
She
That's
has,
what we thought. That's 3 for 3.
She has vegan chickpea and hummus Lebanese wraps.
What do you think it's doing? Imagine it now. Imagine.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it
some
is.
soft
It's sweet and
white
salty.
bread.
It's just sweet and salty. Think about it, sweet and salty. And I love sweet and salty popcorn. It's the sweet and the salty. It's just sweet and salty.
What about the mouth feel?
Actually, well, you know, peanut butter's a bit and jam's a bit. So together, it works.
Are we putting margarine with it?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you, crazy? Are you some barbarian?
I don't know what the Americans do.
They definitely do. Oh, have you seen them? They do.
They definitely
They
do.
slather it on.
All right.
Slather that baby on.
So a very, very,
Big,
very...
thick, white bread full of sugar. You know, that's how they do it.
It is a dessert. It turns a sandwich into a dessert. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but not for them. They're like, that's a main course.
It's like a rudimental... It's like the basic elements of what I guess they would consider a Pop-Tart. It's kind of like
No.
the poor man's Pop-Tart.
Do you think?
Well, you've got I guess the pastry is the bread, and then you've got the jam and the peanut butter together, which is kind of like the condiments of a Pop-Tart.
Not really.
Not really?
Have you not had a Pop-Tart?
Yeah, but isn't Pop-Tart essentially like it's a carbohydrate, it's a pastry, and then there's the sweet filling, or it's some sort of custardy or chocolatey filling?
Yeah, but the carb is sweet, so it's all sweet. It's not sweet and savoury.
Okay, so it all falls down on the bread. The sandwich is the thing that falls down.
Correct.
In that whole genesis of an idea that there's a similarity between a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a Pop-Tart.
I'm going to need you to hand in your radio host card.
I'm glad you pulled me up on that moment when I compared a peanut
But
butter
I just feel
and
like
jelly
maybe you've
sandwich
never
to
had a Pop-Tart. I'm happy to make you a Pop-Tart one
Oh,
day.
I've had Pop-Tarts.
And a peanut butter jelly, a PJB. Well,
Isn't it
PB&J.
weird?
PB&J.
Isn't it weird? I've gone out of my way to buy a box of Pop-Tarts, but never put together a very simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You know what? We should force our children to eat it, and then we'll have a bite.
Let's have it this weekend.
Yeah, I'm
to
saying
celebrate
let's do
Easter.
it. Oh, nothing says Easter.
Like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It is International Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day. Survey says, have you ever bothered? Have you ever bothered having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Jude says, hi, Lucy and Kel. I've never tried PB&J. I don't even like peanut butter. But my mum forced me to try peanut butter once on a piece of bread. It didn't go well. And after I tried it, she put jam on it, and it still wasn't my thing.
Okay.
So I've had a glimpse of what it was like, and it's not my jam.
I see what you
I love
did.
that. I like that. Kylie goes, hi, guys. Kylie here. My husband said I had to message because I haven't had a PB&J. However, I always put peanut butter on my salad sandwich because it makes it taste like a satay. Salad sandwich and peanut butter. That's wacky.
I'm thinking about it.
Look, I'm not averse to it, but peanut butter and salad,
Look,
I just don't know. I
I'm
don't know.
going to hold off on my judgment until I one day have enough time on my hands to make myself my favourite salad sandwich and put peanut butter with it.
What must it changes your life?
She has hooked me by saying it tastes like a satay.
Because I love a satay.
That is a good selling point.
Love a satay.
Whether it actually does taste like that is yet to be determined.
Juliet goes, I don't think so. I think I was inquisitive about it, and if I did try it, I wouldn't have rated it very highly. Kim says, oh my gosh, it's delicious on hot toast with a nice cup of tea. The peanut butter melts a little, and then there's a sweet pop of jam. Now you've got me. On toast, I feel like on toast it will be better. You're right, the warmth will melt it all together. As opposed to bread, it's just a bit dry. I think she's onto something, guys. Peanut butter jelly toast.
Okay.
Ron goes, why don't you try the Australian version? Peanut butter and Vegemite.
See, I think we're just having a laugh now, aren't we?
It's just
Like we're just saying, let's just put peanut butter with everything.
Karen goes, I've never had peanut butter and jelly, but I have had. I love how everyone's like, I've not had, but I've had this. She loves peanut butter and honey.
Yes, that's an old favourite.
Yuck.
My mum used to live on that. Peanut butter and honey sandwiches. She used to rave
No, just
about
choose
that.
one and stay in your lane. Stephen goes, you should try it. It's delicious. Also, he likes peanut butter and Nutella.
Peanut butter and Nutella, kind of the same thing, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, but the
That's
same
Reese's
idea.
Pieces. That's a Reese's Pieces.
Genius.
That's the real life Reese's Pieces, which is American. Vanessa loves it, has it all the time, says it's yummo.
Oh, swears by it.
B says they used to sell it in a jar. I remember that.
What?
Yeah, it was like a swirled jar of peanut butter and jelly.
Same. All mixed up together
Yeah.
already.
And she goes, I've had it. It's even better on a crumpet. There you go. Hey, there we go.
We got some phones to get to on this International Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day. John in Skye joins us. Good morning, John.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Very good. John, you want to enlighten us and educate us as well in regards to the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, being from Zimbabwe and South Africa, we had it there, but also we had peanut butter and syrup as well.
Peanut butter and syrup
So
sandwiches.
it's a Zimbabwean tradition as well?
I had it as a kid, so I'm guessing it was a tradition.
It made its way off the shores of the Americas and all the way over to Zimbabwe.
Anything with syrup is good, though. Anything in maple
I
syrup.
doubt very
is
much.
good.
I don't think Vegemite would have made it to Zimbabwe.
No, I do fry bentos, not Vegemite.
No, that's true. Do you still have it to this day as an adult?
Oh, yeah.
John's loving
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Can
Nice,
I ask
John.
one more scientific question, John? What sort of syrup are we talking when you said you also had peanut butter and syrup? What do you mean?
The golden syrup.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Anything drenched in golden syrup is
Here's a win.
a win.
Okay, thank you, John, for educating us. Look how far the peanut butter and jelly sandwich has reached.
I know, it's going even further. Just quickly, Kim says she has peanut butter and Vegemite on hot pancakes.
So it's 2 for peanut butter or Vegemite.
That's gross, and I can't approve that.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
It is Easter, so I thought it would be perfect timing to chat to someone who has just released something very cool and very pertinent when it comes to Easter. He's just won an award for playing Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. He's just recently been announced as John Farnham in the John Farnham musical Whispering Jack. He joins us now. The Light family have loved him for the last 20 years. Michael Paynter. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, guys. Lovely to be back.
It's lovely to have you. We do giggle sometimes because people dig out photos of when you were first on our show, like nearly 20 years ago, when you are a lot younger and your hair's a lot more over your eye and you're very iconic.
Yes, yes. I said on stage the other day I used to travel with 2 hair straighteners. One was in my carry-on and one was in my check-on luggage. So, yes, I was a fan of the hair straightener, as we all were back in the day.
It was excellent. So you do go a long way back with the Light. But, of course, why we're chatting this morning is because you've done the role of Jesus, you've just won an award, and then out of the blue you went and dropped a single from Jesus Christ Superstar, Gethsemane, which is one of the most powerful moments in the show. For those who maybe don't know the show or don't even really know what happened in the Bible in the Garden of Gethsemane, how would you sum it up, having sung it night in and night out for the last year?
As a Christian, it is a piece of musical theatre that attempts to encapsulate one of the most important moments in the Easter story into 7 minutes. And as a singer, it is probably, probably Everest in terms of like what you have to do to be able to sing it the way I sing it anyway. And doing it 8 times a week was probably hell. It's probably how I describe it. 8 times a week for a year. And I'm glad I don't have to do it that many times ever again.
Seeing you perform Gethsemane in Jesus Christ Superstar, that was the first time I'd heard the song live.
Yeah.
And it is a wall of sound and a force of nature. And I was blown away by where you ended up at the end of that song.
On my knees in tears.
Yes.
Yes.
To the point where it must physically take something out of you, spiritually take something out of you, emotionally take something out of you every night.
Yeah. I definitely don't do things in halves, and I definitely can't do a song like that in halves. So I think even though from a vocal perspective, like being a singer, people always say, oh, it must have been so hard to hit those notes every night. I'm blessed at the moment to be in a season of my life where my voice is showing up for me when I need it. So in terms of that wasn't what was hard about it, because singing high is fun for me, not really hard.
Yeah.
But what was hard was, I guess, showing up and presenting the same spiritual, emotional genuineness and the same level of commitment. That was what really started to get me after a year. And even at the start, it took a long time before I could do it without tears. So I've got vivid memories of being in the rehearsal room, singing it in front of the UK creatives and John Frost and all the producers that were putting it on. And I vividly remember singing it for the first time in our first run through performance in the rehearsal room. And I remember just being an absolute blubbering mess at the end of it. I looked out at the table and everybody that was watching was feeling the same thing. So it's a very powerful song. And I think I just had to really try to hang on to what was special about that song and what was special about the story, and just make sure that I tried my best not to lose that, even though it got hard and boring and all those kind of things. I think I felt like I was doing something important. So I wanted to try and honour that every night.
I do truly believe, because you have a faith and because you have a connection to the story and to who Jesus was and is, there was a different depth to it that I have never seen another performer do, which I understand would be absolutely taxing. So during this Easter season, releasing something like Gethsemane for you isn't just I don't think it would, knowing you, it's not just a marketing ploy going Gethsemane Easter. I believe that there's probably something deeper in it for you. So tell me a little bit about where you stand with your faith at Easter, why it's important and why you wanted to sort of encapsulate it, and maybe put a little line in the stand that that's what you did and why it was so important to you.
I felt like I wanted to put a version out of this last year. And obviously I got thousands, like tens of thousands of messages and emails and of people saying, we need a cast recording and where can I listen to it? And obviously that video that got leaked went sort of super well and went around the world, and which was great. But I really felt like I always had in my mind that I wanted to put something down that would sort of make it live on and be a nice little closing of a chapter with a little bow of no regrets and of thankfulness for the time and for the role. And obviously life and my tour and everything else has got in the way in the meantime, and months sort of went on, and it's taken me a long time to be able to create this song. I really wanted it to be faithful to the show and faithful to what people saw when they came and saw the show. But to your question, I think that Easter, I'm not sure the Christian faith can exist at all without Easter. I think an argument could probably be made, and I hope I don't get cancelled for this, that if your understanding of the Christmas story was a little different, you would probably still have Jesus and the Christian story. But I feel like Easter is so fundamental to, it's the crux of it. We can disagree on so much, but if Jesus isn't the risen Son of God that was sent, if that's not the cornerstone of your faith, then we've got a different faith, So that's how high I regard Easter. But I was under no illusions that I was a preacher. I don't have that I don't have that integrity to be able to be a preacher or stand on stage and say that I'm Jesus. But I said to the producers and to the cast, most of whom aren't Christians and probably have really bad experiences of faith. I just said that I'm not here I'm not perfect. I'm going to annoy you. I'm just a normal person. I said, but I'm just here to represent the Jesus that I know. And I know that Jesus is kind and loving. I know that's not the Jesus that started wars and division and all the crazy things that have been responsible for religion over the centuries. I don't know the whole story. I don't know the whole picture. I don't pretend to, but I do know who Jesus is to me, and that's who I just tried to represent. So when I walked on stage smiling, when I walked on stage looking at people around me with love and with encouragement or with exasperation or through eyes that were partly closed with blood and glitter, I tried and as faithfully as I could just represent the understanding that I have with Jesus and just try to portray that on stage. And I hope that's what set it apart.
You were raised by well-known Melbourne pastors, Rick and Marcy, and they probably hoped you would grow up to be like Jesus. And you went, you know what? I'm going to grow up. I'm going to be Jesus, and I'm going to.
Sadly disappointed.
Hey,
not only is my mum is a pastor, but she's obviously, as you know, she's a crazy theatre nerd. So for me to be telling the story of Jesus inside a theatre, that was her dream come true. So I think I've made her a happy woman.
So good, so good. Well, we hope you have a fantastic Easter with your beautiful family. Gethsemane is out now streaming, and I do believe we're probably the first radio station in the country to play the entire version. So it is the radio premiere.
Definitely.
It's absolutely incredible. Michael, you're incredible. We're so glad you recorded it, and thank you for your time this morning. Happy Easter.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burn me. I have changed, I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. I've tried for 3 years. Seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? But if I die, see the target through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I'd wanna know, my God. Wanna know, my God. Wanna see, my God. Wanna see, my God. Why I should die. Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would the things I've said and done matter anymore? I'd have to know, my Lord. I'd have to know, my Lord. I'd have to see, my Lord. I'd have started. I didn't start it. God, thy will be done. Destroy your only son. I will drink your cup of poison. Help me to your crush and break me. Bleed me, beat me. Kill me, take me now before I change my mind. Before I change
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast, well podcasted, Lucy.
Thank you very much.
Well podcasted, Casey.
Thank you, and you, Cal.
And a big thanks to Michael Paynter for wrapping it up there with Gethsemane.
So good.
So good. Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. And we hope that that ushers you into a fabulous Easter long weekend. Good Friday tomorrow, Easter Sunday, of course. Not that it means anything, but daylight saving on Easter Sunday morning as well. So the extra cheeky hour to sleep in.
Enjoy.
We hope you have a wonderful long weekend with family and friends. All three of us are going to take an extended break.
I know. I'm going to miss you so much, Casey.
I know.
Well, that's hurtful.
I know. And guys, we live like 5 hours apart, so no, Lucy can't just come
I know.
over.
I can't even just be like, hey.
You can make it a day trip.
I'd have to get on the
$300
I'd have
on
to get
petrol.
on literally the Artemis space shuttle and
okay.
fly.
That is so funny.
Getting to the moon is easier than getting to Casey's house.
That's joke of the day. That's
Joke of the
really
day!
funny.
I know.
I'm so
Joke of the day. Thank you. I thought it was good and I didn't get
That
a
was
laugh,
really
but I know
good.
you're tired. And
I'm
that's
so
okay.
tired.
And on that bombshell, it's time to wrap up the podcast. We'll see you in about a week and a half's time. Take it easy and stay with family and friends across the Easter long weekend. Don't forget, we love you very much. And until we podcast again, everybody,
Peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit of the show.
And bit.